farmers across the country switching to Liberty Link crops for one reason or another.
Well, why would you?
be doing
Yeah,
that?
that's right. Why would you do that? Roundup's so simple and easy. But here's the problem. We've seen a lot of Roundup-resistant weeds, especially in the southern United States. We've got one of those Roundup-resistant weeds coming up later in the show during our Weed of the Week time. But the point is, if Roundup doesn't kill the weed anymore, and in a soybean crop, for example, we don't have any real good post-emerge options for some of these weeds once they get above about 2 or 3 inches tall, what are you going to do? What choice do you have? You have to switch to Liberty Link soybeans and use Ignite.
You talk about soybeans and saying we don't have choices.
Yep.
How about cotton? There's really nothing to spray post-emerge, and we're right in the same
Yep.
boat.
Yep.
So it comes down to, well, if I don't have some kind of herbicide-tolerant crop, I'm in trouble. And if the Roundup crop isn't working, that's a big reason to switch. Now, the other thing is, we've got, look at our own farm, Roundup Ready corn, Roundup Ready soybeans. And you say, wow, I'm going to keep using that Roundup system over and over again. There's many farmers that say, I don't want to have resistant weeds. I better get
Oh, we're
some
not going to
rotation."
have any resistant weeds. No.
Oh boy, see, this is exactly how many people have gotten resistant weeds. They farm with a brother like this that says, oh no, our system's great. Look, weeds are going to figure out a way to get around whatever system we're using in time. So you really have to change your approach up on those weeds in order to have good luck for the long term. And that's another reason why many farmers have switched to using one Liberty Link crop or another.
Okay, so here's where it starts, is using a good pre-emerge herbicide. And you know, Monsanto has got this Roundup Ready trait in a lot of these crops, and Monsanto doesn't want to lose that Roundup Ready trait. They want to make sure Roundup is still viable, so they're really pushing hard on getting farmers everywhere to use pre-emerge herbicides on their Roundup crops. In fact, if you're buying Roundup Power Max or Roundup Weather Max, you can get a rebate toward many different pre-emerge herbicides. That's a pretty good deal. So let's talk specifically about what pre-emerge herbicide you could use in Liberty corn or soybeans.
Well, okay, in corn and soybeans, it's different products that you're going to be using pre-emerge. But here's one thing that I learned. I've done a lot of traveling around the country and in other countries where we've got Roundup resistant weeds. Getting that pre-emerge herbicide is important both early and then later on in the season as well. So in soybeans, for example, most of the Roundup resistant weeds, especially towards the northern part of the country, are broadleaf weeds. So we're focused on using something like Valor, for example, that does a nice job in front of soybeans controlling many of the broadleaf weeds. Then post-emerge, you could come back with another pre-emerge herbicide. Many farmers have used Dual with their first post-emerge application, but now there's a new product called Warrant that's even a little bit better on some of the small-seeded broadleaves that are getting past our Roundup systems.
And then besides that, you can use post-emerge herbicides like Flexstar or Cobra, something that will help on whatever resistant weed you happen to be dealing with. And again, we realize that on your farm you might say, well, I don't have resistant weeds. You know what? That's what they said in the southern U.S. too. The problem is with a lot of these weeds, they might put on 50,000 seeds or 100,000, and there are some that'll even put on 1,000,000 seeds per plant. If you have even just a handful of resistant weeds, in a couple of years, it becomes a disaster.
Well, and we talk about using Liberty crops and all these other things you're going to use in addition to a product called Ignite, which is basically a more concentrated version of the old Liberty. Ignite is the key to that whole program because Ignite will control a wide variety of weeds. It's a non-selective herbicide, similar to what Roundup is, but it's a little more fussy on the timing.
That's right. It's not like Roundup, and you can go out and kill some 2 or 3 foot tall weeds. Yeah, you might luck out and get that with Ignite, but Ignite is a contact killer. You need to use more water, you need to use more spray pressure, do a great job of spray coverage, and if you can't get the good spray coverage, you're not going to get a complete kill out there. Whereas with Roundup, it's more systemic, and if you get even a little bit of Roundup on the plant, usually it'll translocate to the growing point.
Well, to me, using Ignite is a little bit more of a calendar system. If you want something that's simplified for your farm, just write it on the calendar. Hey, I planted on the 1st, 3 or 4 weeks later, I'm going to spray that Ignite. And just write it on the calendar. Here's my window. I've got this 1 week time window. I need to get it done sometime in that week. One of those days isn't going to be windy or isn't going to be raining or something like that. Get out and spray it when we're talking about weeds that are just 2 or 3 inches tall. 6 inches would be the maximum I'd like to see anything when we're spraying Ignite. And you follow those programs by keeping weeds small. You're not going to lose yield by allowing weeds to get big, like many guys have fallen into the trap of in Roundup Ready crops. Plus, you're going to do an excellent job of control when those weeds are small. Even if those weed patches are thick, they aren't completely shading out the other weeds yet when they're still just a couple inches tall.
Well, in terms of yield, Liberty crops yield very similar to Roundup crops, and you do have a different mode of action, a different product you can use. So in terms of managing resistant weeds, it's something a lot of farmers around the country are looking at. But again, just make sure if you're using Ignite, you're not only going to use Ignite, you need to use a good pre-emerge herbicide and possibly even supplement that with another pre-emerge herbicide on the post-emerge side, or just a straight post product in combination with Ignite.
And one last thing I'd like to mention, just like the trap that we fell into using Roundup crops followed by Roundup crops and always using Roundup, we don't want to do the same thing with Liberty Link crops. Now there's nothing wrong with Liberty Link crops or Roundup crops, but if we switch to all Liberty, so we're using Liberty corn, Liberty cotton, Liberty beans just back to back to back and using Ignite every year as our only program, we're going to run into the same issues we ran into with Roundup not working in just a few years. So do get some other modes of action in there, use some pre-emerge products, take multiple shots at these weeds, don't just rely on Ignite.
Okay, well, speaking of our Weed of the Week and its resistance, we'll talk about that coming up next.